I hope learning PLSQL is a fun up till now. Today we will be learning a new topic in PLSQL, which is the part of your which subject? RDBMS subject. We will be learning procedures and functions. Before that, let us brush up what are the types of blocks in our PLSQL. There are majorly two types of blocks, anonymous blocks and named blocks. We'll discuss one by one these blocks. Means what? A block which do not have specific name. That means आपके ब्लॉक को कोई भी नाम आपने नहीं दिया है and an anonymous block is never saved in your database. जो भी ब्लॉक आप बनाएंगे वो डेटाबेस में कभी भी सेव नहीं होगा अगर आप उसको नाम नहीं देंगे. Okay. Now PLSQL anonymous blocks are majorly used for testing purpose only. These blocks do not have any name. That means what? You can't reference them in future. These blocks begin with declare and begin section. These blocks do not have any reference name and therefore they cannot be used in future by referencing their name. Okay. Now, but there is a possibility that anonymous blocks may call named block. Okay. But a call to anonymous block is never possible. Why it is not possible? Because it is not having any reference. That means what? It is not having any name. It can have nested blocks in it. That means what? A block can be nested within another block. That means two blocks which are anonymous can be nested within one another. Whereas you can also nest a named block within anonymous block. These blocks, all these blocks can have how many sections? Three sections. Which are the three sections? Declare, begin, exception. Okay, in which section is mandatory? The execution section, that is begin section, is compulsory. Now named block. What are the named block? They are the blocks which are having unique name. मीन्स व्हाट? अब आप जो भी ब्लॉक क्रिएट करेंगे वो सारे ब्लॉक का क्या होगा? एक स्पेसिफिक नाम होगा. तो जो भी चीज हम नाम देकर क्रिएट करते हैं इन ओरेकल, दोज थिंग्स आर नथिंग बट दे आर कॉल्ड ऑब्जेक्ट्स एंड दीज ऑब्जेक्ट्स आर परमानेंटली स्टोर्ड इन योर डेटाबेस. ओके. अगर आपका नाम दे दिया है आपने ब्लॉक को तो ये ब्लॉक परमानेंटली सेव्ड हो जाएंगे डेटाबेस में. यानी वो ब्लॉक आप ऑब्जेक्ट को इन फ्यूचर उस नाम के साथ रिफर कर सकते हो. That means they can be referred to or used, okay, as long as they are present on your server. That is, जब तक ये आपका ऑब्जेक्ट डेटाबेस सर्वर में अवेलेबल है तब तक ये अवेलेबल हो सकेगा आपके यूज में. The best example of named block are procedures and functions. Okay. And what is the main advantage of the named block? They are giving you the reusability. Means what? Write once and use multiple times. These blocks can be called from other blocks. That means what? One named block can be called from other named block, or you can call one named block from other anonymous block. The block of anonymous block and named block is same, except that the named block never begins with a declare. ओके. डिक्लेयर स्टेटमेंट के साथ आपका नेम्ड ब्लॉक कभी भी स्टार्ट नहीं होता है. इट इज ऑलवेज स्टार्टिंग विथ क्रिएट. As I told you, in case of table, the table is created using which statement? Create statement. Index is created using which statement? Create statement. Sequence is created using which statement? Create statement. So every object which you are creating in Oracle, which has a definite name and which is going to be stored in the Oracle database or Oracle server, then that object needs to be created with using keyword create. तो हमारे प्रोसीजर्स एंड फंक्शन भी कहाँ से स्टार्ट होंगे? क्रिएट कीवर्ड से स्टार्ट होंगे. ओके. एंड द नेम्ड ब्लॉक्स कैन बी प्रोसीजर और फंक्शन. we'll begin with creating procedures. Now what is a procedure? What is a procedure? A procedure is nothing but it is a group of PLSQL statements. But here you can specify a name for this group of statement instead of leaving it without any name. Anonymous block रखने के बजाय हम यहाँ पर क्या create करेंगे? Block तो create करेंगे ही लेकिन उस block को हम नाम दे देंगे. Okay, and within this block you can specify any PLSQL statement you want, any program you can write within this procedure. Basically yes, in simple language प्रोसीजर और कुछ नहीं है, सिंपल PLSQL प्रोग्राम है, लेकिन हम इस प्रोग्राम को एक नाम दे देंगे so that this program can be used in future by just referring to the name. तो एक बार लिखो और मल्टीपल टाइम्स इसको यूज करो. Syntax of creating the procedure. Create or replace procedure. These are the keywords. Hence I have written in capital. So create or replace procedure, procedure name. Within parenthesis parameter in, out, type. Is, as, begin, procedure body, that means all the PLSQL statements, and at the end. Okay, and the procedure name. Now whatever I have written within this square bracket means what? The things are optional, they are not the compulsory part. So I'll explain these keywords one by one. Procedure name means what? The name of the procedure which we are going to create. Or replace means what? It is always better idea to write create or replace. Means what? Every time you make the changes, the procedure which you are creating will get replaced. New procedure will not be created every time when you are modifying the program and saving it. तो अगर आपने एक बार प्रोसीजर लिखा है, उस प्रोसीजर को आप चेंज करोगे और उसको सेव करोगे तो ओरेकल एरर देगा कि प्रोसीजर ऑलरेडी क्रिएटेड. तो इस चीज से बचने के लिए आप क्या करो, प्रोसीजर को क्रिएट करते टाइम ही लिख दो क्रिएट और रिप्लेस. Means what? Every time you are going to make the changes in the procedure file, it will get replaced in the original version of your procedure. Now in, out are nothing but as every program or every function accepts some value from the calling environment. तो जो वैल्यू हम कॉलिंग एनवायरनमेंट से प्रोसीजर या फंक्शन को पास करते हैं उसको क्या कहते हैं? पैरामीटर्स कहते हैं. एंड these parameters can be of three types: in type parameter, out type parameter, in out type parameter. We'll study one by one all these parameters in detail. Now procedure body means what? It is the executable part. The coding which you are writing in your procedure is specified where? In your procedure body. Is, as can be used interchangeably to create the procedure as a standalone procedure. So procedures can be called in two ways: using execute keyword and by calling the procedure by its name from other PLSQL block. दो तरीके से आप प्रोसीजर को एग्जीक्यूट करवा सकते हो. पहला तरीका है यूजिंग द कीवर्ड एग्जीक्यूट एंड दूसरा तरीका है प्रोसीजर का नाम से प्रोसीजर को कॉल करवाना. लेकिन ये नाम से आप कॉल कहाँ पर करवा सकते हो? दूसरे प्रोग्राम के अंदर. And this execute keyword can be used at your SQL prompt. Now let us see an example. Create or replace procedure greetings as. Now this procedure greetings is connected with this coding through which statement? As statement. इसीलिए हम यहाँ पर क्या लिखेंगे? As लिखेंगे. Begin and I'm just writing a message hello world. ओके सो ये प्रोसीजर क्या कर रहा है? ग्रीटिंग्स प्रोसीजर सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक सिंपल मैसेज प्रिंट कर रहा है हेलो वर्ल्ड. तो पहला तरीका कॉल करने का क्या है? जस्ट राइट एग्जीक्यूट एंड द प्रोसीजर नेम ग्रीटिंग्स फ्रॉम वेयर? फ्रॉम द एसक्यूएल कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट. दैट इज एग्जीक्यूट के साथ प्रोसीजर का नाम लिखना. ये पहला तरीका है. एंड दूसरा तरीका क्या है? द सेकेंड मेथड इज व्हाट? From another PLSQL block. That means now what you have to do? You have to create another PLSQL block and within that PLSQL block just call the function greetings and nothing more than that. तो दो तरीके से आप PLSQL जितने भी आपने named PLSQL procedures बनाए हैं, either you can call it from SQL prompt or you can call it from another PLSQL block. Rest of the things we'll see in next